Well, good morning, everybody. You caught me in the middle of my business here. Hold on. I advanced another month. Before I did advance another month, I did do not this exact one, but a similar deadwood contract. I see we got another deadwood contract. I'm going to try to limit myself to one per day of those, or one per month. A day is a month in this game. I think that's a good way to make money, if I can keep that full and running. So yeah, anytime deadwood contracts pop up, that's going to make us some good money, keeping that running for a bit. Till I get enough money to build my little dream farm here. And I think we get some more lettuce, I'm sure. We sure do. So, off camera, you've seen me do this business before. I'm gonna get the skid steer out and come on, open the door. Start loading things up. See, we don't need that. We need our forks. It's a little crowded in here sometimes, but it ain't bad. Like I say, it's gonna slowly get better as we make money. We can build bigger sheds and slowly work our way up. Ooh, I forgot to put my chainsaw back the other day. I should probably do that. There, because we don't need the chainsaw right now. Ooh, look what else is starting to grow. Also, you may notice there's a new menu on the right hand side. I'm always on the fence with that mod. I do have a mod called Realistic Weather. I love that mod, except with one exception. When it comes to making hay. Making hay, it screws up when you try to turn it into hay. Half of it turns into hay and the other half doesn't, and the moisture is never right, and I've tried waiting 3 or 4 days and raking it again. It never turns into hay. All of it never turns. So my plan is I am going to run that Realistic Weather mod, but the day I make hay, I'm going to temporarily turn it off, make my hay, and then turn it back on again, because I just cannot get that to cooperate. So that's the idea behind that. So yeah, everything else is looking good. Everything's nice and green, and probably won't be making any hay until next spring, because it's already getting pretty late in the fall here. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if things go the way I think they're going to go according to plan. Sometimes with this game, things don't go according to plan. Oh, that's right. I must have forgot to turn the collision off on that, so now my forks are tipped down into the ground where they don't belong. Oh, no, they're not. What's going on here? The collision says it's still on. Okay, that's weird. Whatever. Alright, there's one part I gotta do because somebody gets a kick out of it when I do it. I will at least show this on camera. A YouTuber of mine, and I guess I'd call her a friend too. I've known her for quite some time. She gets a kick out of me pushing all these pallets out. So I gotta at least show that off. Oh, that one's a little crooked this time. Oh, careful, keep it straight, keep it straight. Ooh, you know what? I think we got a few more pallets this time too. Let's see, let's push it right up to the fence there. Alright, let's get the trailer over here, get them loaded up, and let's make some money today. Big plans today, if I can make enough money to do it. Alright, we need a truck over here. I will not bore you guys with the loading process, because you've seen me load all this stuff before. Basically, just get it on the trailer and get it sold. So, Let me work my magic here with my magic forks, the strappy magic forks, and we'll get things loaded up. Red Rock Harvest, which essentially I think is the farmer's market here, has the best price today. So let's see how much money we can make. Wow, nice. Almost $10,000 for that. Plus a little reward for the environmental score, which is part of the precision farming. So we do get a little bonus with that, using that precision farming thing. The better we do take care of things, the more money we get paid. Alright, on to lumber. Alright, the price for these are the same as yesterday. These we just got to run across the road, which is easy enough to do. Oh, I forgot to tag it, but we know where across the road is. Let's get them dollars built up. Should have been paying better attention. I could have brought the lettuce and the long planks over here, or the long boards. Oh, look at that money rolling. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. We're making the money. And the best price for my wood beams. Had to head way up north. Grain Harvest Co-op. Not real sure how that's supposed to work. I guess we can pretend that we're unloading it into that shed over there, but the actual trigger is over here at the grain. I ran into the same thing with the lettuce. I'm like, well, how does that work? But, you know, again, game logic. Sometimes you just got to go with the flow here. Oh, look at that money rolling. Oh, yes. Ka-ching. We got $90,000. This is good money. Very good money. I like money. Money is a good thing. Money, 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 money. Yeah, I think in this scenario we just got to pretend that we're unloading it over here, like for lumber and products. It's funny they didn't put a trigger over here because we got a really nice little warehouse shed here. So, just one of those things. Ooh, this might have been a mistake driving over here. Can I get out of here? I noticed some of these places are a little tight to get in and out of. All right. We even have some wood chips to get rid of today, and they're both the same price, but this one's right across the road, so I might as well take them there. We don't have a lot of wood chips, but why not? It's the money. We take all the money we can get. It does, you know, right here it might seem like a lot of money, but by the time you buy buildings and equipment and animal pens and animals, it disappears pretty darn quick. So, gotta make all the money we can make. Wood chips are not worth a lot of money, but hey, a dollar is a dollar. I take that back. We made $1,500 on that load of wood chips. You know what? I might as well empty it. I think there's a little bit more left in there. We won't get a full load, but it's so close to home. Why not? It's right here. Might as well empty it. Alright, we got $92,000. And it's already October, and if you see the temperature, it got down to 43 degrees last night. It was a little chilly sleeping in here, even with my blanket. So I think it is time to build a house. Now, I could have put down a cheap house, but I want a really nice house this time around. So I got a beautiful little cabin picked out. I think you guys are gonna love this. It's a little expensive, but boy is that a beautiful little cabin. I got just the spot picked out for it too. I got to get everything all lined up here nice and straight. I have to do just a touch of landscaping. It just looked like it fit perfect here, right along my little garden here. Bam. Okay. Let me do a little landscape touch up here, and I will show it off. Alright, I did the final little touches here. Got the ground leveled off and smoothed off. Made it look more proper, I think. Everything looks good. Isn't this a beautiful log cabin? I thought it was a little expensive, but I think it was well worth the extra work we put in. Let's go in and check it out. I love this cabin. Isn't this beautiful? Here's another feature I love. Let's see, I need to see. We can light a fire. Keep us nice and warm. Beautiful kitchen and couch. Dining area. And then up here, isn't this the ultimate bachelor pad? Nice big flat screen TV right at the end of my bed here. Isn't this a cool little loft? Just a beautiful little cabin. I'm so glad I found this little log cabin. I just love it. It's like the perfect little bachelor pad, man. I love it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Alright, I think we're set for the winter now. We shouldn't have to worry about freezing to death. Well, now that we got a nice proper home, I think I can take the porta potty and our temporary housing and sell it. Alright, let's run this to town and sell this stuff. We don't need this no more. We got a proper home. Bye bye little log cabin. You'll be missed. He was a pretty good little place to stay temporarily. But we no longer need you. And definitely don't need this anymore. Ugh. And look at that. Even after building that $60,000 home, we still have $34,000 left to play with. Let's run back to the farm and make some plans. Now that is what I call a load of lumber. I took on one more deadwood contract. It was 10 trees. It's like, man, I bet I can fit them all on there. I did have to cut some in half from 6 meters to 3 meters. But I figured that's not going to affect what I'm doing because it goes into the sawmill bulk. So I got every one of them on here. It's a load of lumber, that's for sure. It's like, man, I'm not coming back just for a couple trees. We can stuff all them on there, and by golly, I did. Got to keep that running for a little while. I think this is my, I don't think I know. This is my main money maker, so I want to keep that running. Let's see, let's get my menu back here. Yeah, 18,000. Let's see how much this fills this. Bam, 36,000 liters of wood. We'll keep that sawmill chugging. Ooh, it even spit out another one while I was working this morning. Sweet. Alright, I'll run back, get my skid steer, and alright. In order to fulfill my next dream, unfortunately, I am going to have to sleep one more month. I don't have quite enough money. We'll start a nice fire so I stay nice and warm. Oh, I should have a good night's sleep tonight. We got a nice bed, a nice house. Alright, let's do this. Alright, it is a nice, crisp, beautiful November morning. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did, yesterday, I did that off camera. Ooh, you know what? It's starting to get cold out. We don't want our plants to freeze. Let's get them up. I think it's about that time of year. We better put them up. Because, yeah, November, it's going to start freezing at night. I also did add... Ooh, we got more wood I don't want to keep doing that, though. Yeah, I added some more seed and fertilizer to keep that running steady. Sawmill, starting to get a little low on wood, but... you see me do this before. Basically, it's... run everything into town and make some money. So I'm going to do that all off camera, and I'll be back with my big paychecks. It's getting to the point where it's just kind of rinse and repeat now. So we get the money built up to make enough money to do what I want to do. Yep, you just can't go wrong with lumber and lettuce. Lumber and lettuce make some money. Can't beat that. All right, here we go. We got $86,000, sold all my products. It's time to start thinking about some animals here. At least get the pen up. I'm looking at the grass. I might be able to harvest enough grass to get a couple animals started. Now, this is a little finicky. I'm very fussy when it comes to landscaping. So I am going to have to fiddle-faddle around a bit until I get it exactly where I want it, get the fence where I want it. I am going to do all that fiddle-faddle stuff off camera because I'm very fussy, and you'll be watching this video forever if you watch me work on this. So I'll play around, hopefully get it where I want it. I might have to reload the save game a couple times because I'll screw up, but yeah, I'm going to work on that. And this is the pen I want to put in. It just looks like exactly what I want. Sheep barn, but it's actually also for goats. It's even got the milking machine for the goats. I want to make some goat milk and goat cheese and goat stuff. We'll do the goat thing. Alright, back to work. Alright. We spent a bunch of money. Lots of money. Yeah, because I did disable my free fence mod, so these fences cost a bit of money when I put them in. Anywho, this is for sheep and goats, and what I love about this is it's got the milking machine for the goats right here. It's a nice little barn. It's got a really nice rustic look to it. It's a nice little goat sheep barn. I think I'm gonna try to stick with goats if I can. Put a gate here. Another pet peeve of mine, and I think I may have found a solution. I don't know for sure. It does have a couple of errors. I kind of tested it and it seems to work. I found a mod. It's only $1,000 where you put straw here and this spits out manure. I don't know why Giants does not have the option to get manure from chickens and sheep and goats. I don't understand that. All animals poop. I'm sorry. I hate repeating myself like that, but that just drives me nuts. So anyhow, I think I did. I found, let's see, I'll show that mod here. It's under factories. Yeah, it's missing some kind of function XML, but as far as I can tell, it works. The to get the manure out of it trigger is a little finicky, but yeah, as far as I can tell, it does work. So yeah, you just put your straw in it, and out comes the manure. I'm thinking what I'll do is I won't put any more straw in it than what I feed them. So if I don't know how many liters of hay this barn takes, but how many liters of food this takes is how many liters of straw I'll put in this, and I think that'll even it out pretty good. So at least I'm getting some kind of manure. It's It's crude, but I think it will work. Let's see, I guess I could give a nice aerial view. Basically, I figured, well, I might as well take up this whole nice corner. You know, I got to take advantage of all the land I can, so I made this whole area a pasture. I'm thinking that looks pretty nice. You know, I like how everything's kind of just finding its place. Using as much of the land as I can efficiently. I think it's all going to work out nice. How many animals did it sit at? Okay. It says it holds 42 animals, so that's pretty decent. I hope that evens out, to about how much grass I can harvest. We shall see. Now, for the next hurdle, I do have the realistic animal mod on here, which makes taking care of animals and buying animals much, much harder. I love the challenge of it, but that's gonna make it a struggle to get going because I went through all the goats and we don't have very good quality animals right now. We got some average ones I suppose we could buy, but I want top of the line. I'm definitely gonna run to town and buy this little guy. He's very good, quality extremely high, so he's a good candidate to buy. As far as females, not much for selection here. We're a little low on the quality right now. So at the very least, I should get him. And each day through the winter, I'm going to have to just keep checking and at least get a few good quality animals. Once I get a couple of good quality animals where they can start breeding themselves, I should have a pretty good herd going. So, what did I miss? Oh, I'm seriously thinking about, I know I'm not going to get the full amount off of this, but I think I'm going to harvest a little grass. I already got the tractor. All I need is a little sickle bind or something to mow the grass, something to ted the grass, and I think I'll start out to save a little money. I think I'm going to go with that little hand baler mod I have. So I'm going to have to do a little shopping here and see what I can come up with. Ooh, what do we got in the deals? Good deal, but definitely can't afford that right now. So I'll probably go with like the cheapest little sickle mower right now. I'm thinking something like this, just something to cut a little grass. Obviously not John Deere, heck no. Probably maybe something like that. Alright. I'm not 100% of all what I'm going to buy yet. I do know I want to keep it fairly cheap because got to keep things cheap until we for sure got good income coming. Plus, I don't know how many goats I can buy just yet or tomorrow. So we're going to keep it cheap, keep it on the low. Might take a little longer to get things done this way, but you got to take things slow when you're starting out. I've done that mistake before. You start buying big stuff and then you run out of money too quick. So we'll chop this little bit of grass and just see how many bales we get out of it. Technically, I probably wouldn't even have to bale it. I could probably just pick it up and throw it in a pen. Yeah, we'll get it cut first and we'll see how much it looks like we're gonna get. Yeah, we're chugging along here pretty good. Can't complain. Yeah, that's the only thing that bugs me about that realistic weather mod. I don't mind the idea of having to wait for the grass to dry out a little bit, like a half a day or a few hours. But yeah, I've already tried setting the, instead of 1 day per month, I tried setting it for like 5 days per month, and it just seems like no matter what I did, I could never get all the grass to dry out. It was very finicky, very stubborn. It's a little too, it ain't quite, the moisture the moisture content for the grass is not quite right with that mod. Everything else seems to work okay. I do like the where you can have really bad weather events. You can have hails and really bad snowstorms, and but yeah, that's the only thing that conflicts with the way I play is the grass takes way too long, way too hard to get it to dry out to make hay. So yeah, I already quit the game, turned it off, and as soon as I get this hay made, then I'll turn it back on. So that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to shut it off whenever I make hay, unfortunately. Alright, we have all the grass cut. That didn't take too long once I got a rhythm going here. Now we just got to turn this grass into hay. Alright, snuck into town and bought a few more things. This hay rake here should be a hint of things to come here. I found some really cool mods. I just really can't afford. I'm not really big enough to afford the rest of them, but this was cheap enough. I figured, why not? I'm going to try baling by hand first. I don't think it'll be too much, and I got a few bales of straw, just enough to get us started here. Got to start out slowly. Can't be too big of a hurry. Park off to the side here. Alright, let's rake some hay here. See how many bales we get. See, I like to build up somewhat slowly. Let's see, we're going to have to push one row in and push it right back out again. So the outer windrow will be a little big. No other way to do it unless I push it out on the road. I'll tell you what, looks like there might be more hay there than we think. We'll see once I get it all raked up into some nice windrows here. And I do enjoy making hay. It's pretty fun. Okay, now we can turn around and go the other way. Let's see. This don't turn the sharpest. Come on, baby. Yeah. Beautiful. Some nice windrows of hay. Ooh, look at all them beautiful windrows of hay. This turned out pretty good. I honestly didn't think I was going to get anything until spring. Let's see what kind of yield we get off of this. But yeah, that's some beautiful windrows of hay we got going on here. Let's see if we can shut that off. Now, this is where it would be kind of nice to have a baler. Technically, I could afford one. But being I'm not going to have a whole lot for animals the very first year, I think the smart thing to do, at least for the first year, is to use this. It's clunky, it's slow, but hey, it works. If I can remember how to use it. There we go. I think that's it. Yep. Yeah, even if I only get like 10-20 bales, that'll be more than enough, I think. Let's see how many bales we get here. There's one. Alright, you know what I'll be doing for a little while here. Wow. I thought maybe 20-30 bales, but not almost 60 bales. That was quite impressive. Definitely investing in a baler next year. But yeah, it worked out pretty good. We got quite a few bales here. More than enough, I think. Can I lift this while it's full? Yes, I can. Might as well dump out that partial bale right into the new goat barn right away. I thought we could unload bales early. Did I forget to put that mod on here? Oh no, there it is. Alright. One of many. Let's see. I need someplace to put this straw temporarily. Well, you know what? Why don't I just go ahead and throw it in the... Of course, that would make it harder for me to keep track. I do have to be careful and keep track of how much manure is made. I think I'll throw these bales here temporarily. Maybe just throw one bale in it and get it processing. Well, no, can't even do that. I really don't have the... Let's try to keep it as real as I can. I don't want to process any manure until I actually got an animal rolling in here. So we'll just throw these bales in here temporarily. You're not going to let me reach that, are you? Come in. Okay, one thing I am not going to do, I am not picking up all them little bales by hand. This truck does have auto load, and I'm going to take advantage of it. And pretend that we stacked them in the back of this truck by hand. There we go. I was trying to convince Mod Racer 73 to do something like this. I mean, it's good to keep realism, but you also want to play with keeping your sanity intact. And picking up all these individual bales by hand, I would lose my sanity. We're still picking them up by hand, just letting the game pick them up by hand. Beautiful. What a nice clean field. Not sure how many this barn is gonna hold. Let's see, how do we turn the auto load off? I think we just go like that. Okay, auto load is off. I don't know if this barn's gonna hold all of that hay. It'd be nice if it did. Can we just kind of stick you over here for now? What is the best way to do this? Unload left side. No, let's do right side. I think I can drive right in there. I wonder if I'm better off backing in and then unloading it from the other side. I don't want to make a big mess if I can help it. As I say, I don't have every little thing figured out, but I'm getting there. I know I want to stay as far left as I can. Alright, so how much of this is going to make a mess? Oh. Did it take all of it? How much did that take? Okay, okay. Does that math add up to you? 5,000? I want to double check that math. That seems a little less than what it should be. Hold on. And it was. Sorry, I forgot to hit the record button, but when I unloaded, it unloaded on the right side instead of left side, and all my bales were laying out here. So I just drove into the pasture and picked them up again. And this time we're going to make sure we unload on the left side instead of the right. Okay, now the barn should be full. Okay, now let's pick up what we didn't use. Did it pick them all up? I'm sure it missed one or two. Yes, it did. But I should be able to go like this. There we go. Don't you pick up them straw bales now. There, that's full. Now the question is, what are we going to do with the rest of this hay? I can't put it in there because that's where the milk spawns. I might have to put up another small shelter just to cover that hay for the year. Alright, let me do some thinking. Well, I've looked at lots of different options. There's really no good small bale storage. I mean, we do have these bale storage that'll hold 250 bales, but look at the room they take up. And you can put them like inside a shed, but it's such inefficient space of room, because I think they're made for both small square bales and big bales is the problem. They really don't make a good small square bale storage. So the only solution I can come up with for now that's both small and efficient, this small hay shed, and it does, it kind of matches my log cabin because it is a log building. This will hold 150,000 liters of hay and straw. So I'm thinking for now this is probably my best solution. I can store plenty of hay. Unfortunately it's loose hay. But the nice thing is I can just dump the bales off at the trigger and it just converts it automatically. So I think this here, at this current moment in time, is going to be our best solution. Unfortunately. It's not exactly what I want, but I think it's just going to have to do for now. It doesn't look bad. I think we'll be alright. We'll just feather that out a little bit. Alright, how does that look? That, to me, does not look half bad. Maybe a little out of place, but it's close by, and I got the perfect little cart. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to buy that right now. I got a nice little hand cart that I can, yeah, this little fart will hold 2,500 liters and can easily, yeah, I can roll that little guy back and forth between here and here. I can fill, dump, easy access. I think that's the best I'm going to come up with for right now. So that's what I think we're going to have to go with. Till I think of something better. Boy, that Chevy sure does not want to turn. Come on, Chevy. Let's get some hay in here, store it away. Yeah, if we pull up here. There. It'd be cooler if this building just stored the bales, but I think we're just going to have to pretend it does. I think that's the best I can come up with at the moment for storing small square bales. Alright, I'm going to run up to town and get my little cart, so that's ready. The next item we want to get on our list, I thought about buying something a little smaller, but eventually I am going to get into cows and bigger animals. And this is a nice cheap animal trailer that'll hold like 8 pigs, 5 cows. It'll hold 8 sheep and goats, horses. It looks like a nice rustic old, I think it's a pretty good old animal trailer. I think we're going to go with that for now. Alright. I am going to head to the animal dealer, and I'm gonna have to check it every day and see if we can get good deals on animals. It's gonna take quite some time to get that built up because of the mod I'm using. The mod I'm using makes animal care and buying animals much harder to do. So we'll see what kind of deals we can get here. See if there's anything worth picking up. I like the realism behind that because, like I say, you don't always get the best deal on animals. You'll see what I'm talking about very shortly here once I get to the dealer. Alright, here we are at the livestock. Although it doesn't look like much of a livestock area, but this is where the animal icon is on this particular map. Let's open up the trailer and see what kind of deals we can get on animals here. I'll shut that off. Now here is what I'm talking about with that animal mod. You got to keep track of genetics. I'm not even going to attempt to explain it to you. You'll have to read it for yourself, but yeah, each animal has its own unique name or number. There's genetics involved, health. They can die if you don't take care of them. There's a lot involved. Information on each animal. Yeah, this is not for the faint at heart. So yeah, you really gotta watch what's going on here. All right. Very high quality. That one looks good. What is this straw thing? Can you buy straw here too? Even I don't have this thing totally figured out. But it definitely is for a person that... Ooh, I definitely want him. He's got quality, extremely high, very good. This is what you want to look for. You want to get the highest you possibly can. Okay. Ooh, he's good too. But yeah, these very bad, below average. Do we have something here for a female that's halfway decent? Yes, we do. So I definitely want that one. That one's very good. These might be the only two we can get for today. Ooh. Very high. You know what? Maybe we'll get fertility quality. He's worth a little more. He's a little, well, hey, see what I mean? It's hard to choose. I think those two are a very good start. I think I'm going to go with them two for now. It's going to cost me almost $2,000. Starting out is going to be the toughest. I don't know if I want any sheep though. Okay, let's double check, see if there's any other possibilities. That one's pretty decent. Yeah, let's go with that one. There, at least we got 3 animals. And this changes day to day. You know, you want to check on it every day just to see what's available. Alright, we're going to stick with just the goats. Are you in there, you little farts? Yes, they are. There's my 3 little goats. It's not much, but it's a start. It's a start. Alright, you little guys. Welcome to your new home. Let's see, should we all just do this? We only got one good female, unfortunately, but move selected. Move to husbandry. Okay, now they should be in the pen. Alright, let's see. I should hear... Oh, there they are, the little farts. Alright, you guys need to grow up and grow up fast. It's a start. Hey, why are you walking through walls? Very nice. It's a start. What's really cool about this... cute little farts, aren't they? What's really cool about this, I've explained it in other videos. You can go in this menu here, and you can, I forgot exactly how to do it. Yeah, there's a lot involved in this thing. Wow. Naming. You can name your animals. You can, oh man, it's just, there's so much involved that, let's see, we got a, okay, we can do assisted breeding, apply monitor. There's diseases. Yeah, this mod is quite okay. Yeah, here we go. You can change the name. You can name Molly. You know what? That sounds like a good name. Confirm. There we go. What's your name? Pablo? I don't know if I like Pablo. Creamer. Pickles. I like pickles. There we go. What's your name? Nah. Moody Dalton. I mean, you can type your own name, but I'm just hitting random here. William. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work for now. Now, if we go back in there, they should be. There we go. Yep. Each one's got a name. Assisted breeding, but yeah, you can check and see. A lot involved in this. Quite a bit. Everything looks green. Give a name. I mean, it keeps track of a lot. I'm just double checking settings here. We don't want to sterilize anybody. Naming, assisted breeding. Yeah, you can do artificial breeding. Very complicated. I hope I'm smart enough. I like the harder challenge of it. I never understood how you could just buy animals. There's no male, no female in the stock game. You just buy a bunch of animals and they just reproduce. There's nothing, there's nothing. This gives it a little more realism, in my opinion. So I think it's going to work out good. Now, what I have to watch is, depending on how much they eat, I'm going to keep track of that myself, is how much manure I'm allowed to produce. So I'm not going to put any straw in there just yet. We're going to pretend that we put the straw. Well, maybe we can do one bale. One bale is only 700 liters. And just keep track. And can we fire that up right away? We want to make just if I remember correctly, this is pretty fast. Just want to see how quick, make a little bit of manure. Oh yeah, it is very fast. Okay. So we'll make a little bit of manure, and I'm just going to keep track. I don't want to overdo it, because obviously we only got 3 little goats, so they're not going to make a whole lot of manure. But for now, I'll just process 1 bale, just so I got a little bit of manure. So, alright, I think I got a pretty good thing going here. I think it's going to work out good. Alright guys, I think I better call it an episode. I'm sure I recorded way too much video to get edited down. Yeah, this little shed is already getting a bit too crowded. I stuffed what I could in here. That's going to be next time. I'm going to have to figure out a bigger area for some of my equipment, because yeah, it's packed pretty tight in here. Skid steer in there, put that there. We got our little hand cart here to feed our animals. This should work out pretty good. Yeah, you can just fill and you can. What's cool is you can put straw in there too. But yeah, you can. Oops, why did that not fill? There we go, fill. And I can also dump it here, and dump it in the manger in the goat barn. I think that's going to work out beautifully. We'll just kind of leave that parked here for now. I think that's going to work out good. Vintage looking. When I did the test run, the milk spawned here. I do have plans, but I don't think I have enough money for it just yet. Plus, they're not making milk anyway. I do have plans to put a teeny tiny little small dairy processing to make goat cheese and specialized cheeses. That should make us some good money. But I'm rambling again. We gotta end this episode, man. It's getting way too long. Let's see. Let's work on the screenshot here. I think that might be. Gotta get the Chevy in there. All right. I'm gonna call it here, guys. Thanks for watching. Tips and ideas are always welcome. If you find any cool mods, let me know about them, and be sure to watch Mod Racer 73. He's got a pretty good game going too, if you want to see how his vintage farm is going. So I'm gonna call it here, guys. Bye for now.